Welcome back, guys. So I had a request the other week because I posted about this smack recipe that I have. I've been making it so much, it's so good. And it's called teriyaki chicken skewers. Super easy, like hella quick. It's within like 30 minutes to cook, and it's just, oh my god, everyone loves it. So I wanted to finally do the fucking recipe, and I had my sister and them come over so they can have some because I made it yesterday for football, and oh my god, that shit was gone, and I was like, where's more? So I hope you guys like this recipe. It's super good. You're gonna need some sweet chili sauce, some fresh ginger, some teriyaki sauce. Just, you don't have to have with the whole flavor, just simple like this, because it's a whole lot cheaper because you're gonna mix it all. Some fresh garlic, some honey. You can use regular honey, or sometimes I like to use, where's my, oh shit, fuck me, what the ass, the hot honey. I like this for an extra kick, but you can just stick with regular honey. Some brown sugar. And lastly, some sesame oil and some soy sauce. I just have this big ass thing so I can pour it in my mixing bowl. You're also gonna need some skewers, and you're gonna have to put some, not all of them, probably maybe about, so for a pound, it's maybe about 6 to 7 skewers. So if you're gonna do, maybe just double it up for every pound you're doing. You're going to put this in water and let this start to soak. And you're also going to need some parchment paper for your tray, along with, I'm really too lazy to try and grab this out right now, but you're also going to need this, not this, the wired, like, tray, or if you have, like I have, which is, you know, drying rack-ish for cookies, you can use that. So I was already dumping all my stuff in here so I can let it marinate, and I'm gonna cut up my chicken here in a little bit. I put probably about a good, maybe half a cup of brown sugar. You can use more or less depending on how much chicken. I'm using about a pound and a half or so. So yeah, about half a cup or so. I'm going to use about a teaspoon of ginger and about 3 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to smash them all up so it's very minced. I'm going to use about a cup of the sweet chili sauce. You can use more or less if you like it, and about a cup's worth of this, or pretty much almost the whole thing. Or, I mean, if you're using about a pound, about half of this, but I think I'm probably going to do more in the whole thing just because I'm going to have people over. This one you need to be a little bit more careful with because it is very potent. So probably about a teaspoon or less of this. And then probably about a good tablespoon or 2 of honey. As for the soy sauce, I would probably use about maybe like 2 tablespoons-ish. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I'm in my kitchen. You can kind of tell. You can kind of see the oil. This is mainly all teriyaki. Like, I barely put a little bit of soy sauce. But it's going to be smack. So I found the best way to peel the skin off is not with a peeler, but actually with the spoon. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So it's actually really easy and super, way much faster. Yes, I'm messing up fucking now. These need to come off anyways. But super easy, like that. And then you're not cutting yourself with a freaking, yeah. Alright, so I cut up my chicken thigh into slices, so it's gonna be like this, and I'm gonna marinate it for at least an hour. If I wanted it more, like, I can do it overnight, but see, yeah, it's 3 something, probably like an hour or 2 or so, at least an hour minimum to let it marinate. She got all quiet because they're watching the Disneyland video. So you need the parchment paper to put on here. That way it collects all your oils and greases and makes it easy clean up. So yep. If you have a barbecue, you could probably just put them on the barbecue. But obviously I don't have a barbecue because I live in a freaking apartment and they don't have barbecue grills. So yeah, so we're gonna do it in the oven at 350, and I'm gonna layer them up. So I still am gonna do more, but I'm gonna just put this one in so you guys can see how it goes. So I pretty much just raveled it into the skewers. And I'm gonna put it in the oven again at 350 for about 15 minutes cooking. And while that's baking, I'm gonna make the sauce that I'm gonna put on like as a glaze. So it's pretty much most of the same stuff. Brown sugar, probably about 1/4 to 1/2 cup. Some soy sauce, again some honey, teriyaki sauce, and the sweet chili sauce. Yep, same shit again. And then I'm gonna put it in a pan and kind of cook it. Okay, you're gonna cook it on like a medium-high heat after putting everything in and kind of mixing it. And you want to get it thick. So that way it's just like, it stays on there like a glaze. So yeah. If it's bubbling up the sauce, it's okay because you want to get it nice and thick. Because all that sugar is going to get it caramelized. So I'm just going to let it cook a little bit more. And then I'm going to add it on to my chicken. It's almost ready. Okay, so I'm going to use pretty much just brush it on so I can kind of glaze it. So I have it glazed now, and then I'm going to bake it for another 10 more minutes. So within that 10-minute time frame, halfway through, so 5 minutes. 5 minutes on one base and then 5 minutes on another base so you can get it really coated. So after putting it in the broiler for about 5 minutes, you get the nice crispiness. And I made some rice and some steamed broccoli. This is schmack. Is it schmack? I mean, I know you're just eating the broccoli, but is it schmack?
Probably the healthiest meal I've ever had. Besides lentils.
Is it good, Maura?
That would be a movie camera.
Thumbs up?
DJ starts with a silent letter for about.
Is it good?
Where is my shepherd?
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys like this yummy recipe. I know a lot were asking me about it last time when I Snapchatted it. They're like, oh my god, that's so good. And when I made it, let me stop it. And a lot of everyone liked it when I made it over the weekend. They just smacked that. Okay, I'm gonna stop it.
Stop it.
Like, subscribe, and I'll be back next time.
Stop it.